For Wall Street Media, this is Melissa. I'm here with Doug, and we're going to help you make money in the stock market with information you won't find anywhere else.
Hey, a blast from the past. How you doing?
I know, it's been a long time.
Good to see you.
You too.
Guys, the market is getting killed, man. Last I looked, the Dow was down 470. I'm going to have to give the shirt off my back to keep my margin on, which is why we're doing today's show naked.
Yeah, right.
Didn't German Mike?
You guys forgot to mention that part.
German Mike, I told you. Anyhow, instead of that, we have great stuff from the Maxim conference, don't we?
We do.
What do we have?
We have a video of Gerard Peroro, President and CEO of Candela, ticker CLZR, discusses their partnership with Maxim, recent UK, Australia, and Asian Pacific Rim expansions, and has released GenoMax, an integrated technology workstation.
We're the largest worldwide distribution, pushing up on 14,000 units now sold in virtually every country of the world. Direct sales rep and independent distributors, we're both direct, and we have a partnership in the United States with McKesson, one of the leading healthcare providers in North America. Outside the country, we're direct in Japan. We've been there for approximately 20 years, where we have 4 offices. And we're in virtually every European major country: Spain, Italy, France, Germany. We recently went into the United Kingdom direct and went into Australia direct. And we run the Asia Pacific Rim out of a Bangkok office. The last couple of years for us have been relatively flat. Our fiscal year ends on June 30th. You've seen those numbers. We're in a September 30 quiet period, so we announced that quarter in about 10 days. We released a slate of new products in the past 18 months. Alex TriVantage is a one-of-a-kind device that's a multi-wavelength item that's used in a variety of geographic areas. In North America, most notably for tattoos, where 26% of the U.S. population has a tattoo, and there is no modality that is successful at clearing them because it requires multiple wavelengths. The Alex TriVantage does that. Outside of the United States, the TriVantage is being used for pigmentation in the Asia-Pacific Rim, where there's a very high incidence. So we're starting to move a lot of these devices. We also released something called the GenoMax. This is an integrated workstation, as opposed to you hear people talk about platform. The folks just before us at Cineron have platform technology, and it's called ELOS, one type of technology. The workstation has multiple technologies. We think that you need multiple technologies because you need to aim at the root cause. For example, we have a very specific wavelength that treats the root cause of acne. Other companies with intense pulse light or with ELOS technology will treat the bacteria of acne. Well, if you wash your hands and you remove the bacteria, you know what happens. The bacteria comes back. But if you treat the sebum and the production of sebum, like our wavelengths do, then the acne doesn't come back. So when you use a smooth beam from Candela with a specified 1450 nanometer wavelength, you're treating the active acne, and you can prophylactically treat the rest of the facial area so that they won't get acne. That's the distinction between a technological company that drives at a specific root cause resultant technology. That's why we have the brand name that we have throughout the industry. As I said, if you do your
Hey, super cool stuff. They've got an awful lot of things. I think you handpicked them, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
Did you know them already?
No, I didn't.
Are you sure?
Now I do.
I saw they had stuff for cellulite and tattoos.
Hey, what are you trying to say?
I'm not saying anything. I just didn't know how they came.
I don't have either one of those.
I know. I know. You're our perfect little kid. I'm just deviling you. But we do insist you wear long sleeves on the show, don't we?
Yes, that's true. No, that's because it's cold out.
I'm calling Candela up and seeing if they can take care of this. Who else do we have from Maxim? This is a good, exciting conference today, guys.
Yeah, we have Daniel Passeri, President and CEO of Cursus, ticker CRIS, discuss their collaborator Genentech initiating Phase 2 testing of GDC 0449, a new first-in-glass hedgehog pathway inhibitor. We also have Peter Strumpf, CEO of Nile Therapeutics, ticker NLTX, announced the dosing of the first patent in the CDNP Phase 2A clinical study for acute decompensated heart failure patients. Michael Fonstein, President and CEO of Cleveland Biolabs, ticker CBLI, discussed receiving an $8.9 million development contract from the DoD for CBLB 502, a drug recently featured in Science magazine for its radioprotective capabilities.
Yeah, cool stuff, right?
Very cool.
A lot of neat stuff.
David Habiger, CEO and President of Sonic Solutions, ticker SNIC, discussed leading the transition to Blu-ray technology while also pioneering DVD on demand. Sidney Rosenbolt, Executive Vice President of Universal Display Corporation, ticker PANL, spoke about entering into more than 30 businesses agreements with leading manufacturers in Japan, Korea, Taiwan, China, Europe, and the U.S.
Yeah, those guys are super cool. Jeremy Mike, although you probably already charged some of these to the old account here, but they make OLEDs, and they're coming. Like they were involved with. Did you see the Sony 11.5-inch TV?
I did see
right?
that.
Super bright. Yeah, you're a gadget kid, aren't you?
I am, thanks to you.
I know, we got your own kind of technology, you know. These guys are cool, man. They're always like light years ahead, and it's finally coming into realization. Yeah,
they have all
neat
these
stuff.
great ideas.
Yeah, we need
now
some
the rest
more.
of the world's getting them.
That's right.
We have Amakai Steinberg, CFO of Orotech, ORBK, announces a definitive agreement for Orbotech to acquire Photocon. Taylor Zhang, CFO of Advanced Battery Technologies, ticker ABAT, confirmed that ABT has preferred tax treatment till 2010. Bruce D. Smith, CFA and Chief Strategic Officers of Answers Corporation, ticker ANSW, discussed their goal to continue growth of Wiki Answers and build the world's largest answer database.
Yeah, I liked that presentation. These guys have a really stellar board, and they're growing like insanely, man. This was a pretty good presentation. Did we give the URL where they can see the whole thing? Can you read that with those young eyes?
www.wsw.com/webcast/Maxim.
Yeah.
You can find all your answers there.
That's right. Although you seem to have a lot of answers around here recently.
Anthony J. Piscitelli, CEO and President of American Defense Systems, ticker EAG, announced that they received the 2008 Best Development in the Field of Armored Vehicle Survivability Award from Defense IQ. James B. Flaws, Vice Chairman and CEO of Corning Incorporated, ticker CFO of Corning Incorporated, ticker GLW, discussed taking steps to making capacity reductions in light of current economic conditions and showing a readiness and prudence going forward.
Yeah, good, solid, smart company.
Najeeb Gowdy, Chairman and CEO of Nestle Technologies, ticker NTWK, announced recently becoming the first U.S. company to dual list on the Dubai International Financial Exchange and the NASDAQ.
Yeah, AMD just about dual listed on the Dubai Exchange this morning. They were kept afloat by some money from them over there, from the Emirates. Anyhow. Well, it's good. I bought them yesterday. We made 24% in a day.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, I gave it all
Can't
back.
Can't complain too much.
Times 10.
Yikes. Bud Mayo, Chairman and CEO of Axis Integrated Technologies, ticker AIXB, announced that they have signed 4 studios, Disney, 20th Century Fox, Paramount, and Universal Pictures, for Phase 2 of its digital cinema deployment plan. They have approached GE in order to agree on financing for Phase 2, 10,000 screen rollout.
Yeah, that's pretty nifty stuff, man. I had some buddies in Pennsylvania. This was a long time ago. I think you were who made a digital movie, and they had Texas Instruments stream it through satellites and then digital project it in New York and Texas and LA and the other media capital, Pennsylvania.
That's really what I was thinking.
It's not. You're a Weisenheimer, aren't you? Oh, boy. Well, thanks for tuning in, and thanks for your help. We've got oodles more,
No
though.
problem. Yes, we do.
We're going to get some work out of you today.
We're here every day at Wall Street Media, and you can find us directly at WSMCO.com. Thanks.